Next topic is simple harmonic motion. As we know, simple harmonic motion means motion of to and fro, and it's repeat itself after a particular interval of time. According to the Hooke's law, simple harmonic motion, restoring force always act, which is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position. According to the Hooke's law, Hooke's law, restoring force that act on the body which make it move back to the mean position is directly proportional to displacement from the mean position, where minus signs show that displacement and force always act in opposite to each other. So if we remove the proportionality sign, we will get a k constant here. This is called restoring constant, or is also called sometimes spring constant. Suppose in the case of the spring, this is the mean position, this is the mean position. If I stretch the string to this point, this displacement from the mean position, this is called x, this is extreme position 1. Or if I compress it to here, this is extreme position 2, it's also displacement x. Now it try to do what? It try to come back to this position or come back to this position. Now if displacement is in this direction, force is acting on it in opposite direction. Here in this case, displacement is in this direction but force is acting on this direction. This force is actually restoring force, and this k is also called spring constant. So this negative sign show that the force and displacement both are opposite to each other. Next is geometrical interpretation of simple harmonic motion. Suppose we consider that a particle p moves on the circumference of the circle from point x to y, y to x dash, and x dash, and again to x. Now if particle is here, its projection on y axis is at this point. If particle is here, its projection is at this point. Now if particle reach to this point, its projection on the y axis is here. Now for this time, if particle is here, its projection is here. Now if particle rotate and comes to this side, its projection on y axis is this. For the next, if particle reaches here, projection is here. For next time, particle reaches here, projection is here. And when it reaches at x dash here, in this case projection is at this point. Next, if the particle move here, its projection is here. We are taking projection on the y axis. If the particle is here, projection is at this point. Similarly, when it rotate and come to this point, projection is here. So what we observe, particle is executing simple harmonic motion on the y axis. When the particle is here, the mean was this. As we move to this, particle move on this side. As we move on this, particle move back from here. Here if we move, particle move like this, and if we move here, particle move back to the mean position. It seems to be like particle was executing simple harmonic motion. It means what? Simple harmonic motion means like this is the mean position. First particle moves to the extreme position 1, extreme position 1, then again back to the mean position, then it moves to the extreme position 2, then back to the mean position. This is the simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion means particle first go from mean to extreme 1, then from extreme 1 to mean, then mean to extreme 2, and then extreme to mean. This is one cycle of oscillation. This is one cycle of oscillation. Or we can say one cycle of oscillation means it starts from E1, moves to mean, then E2, then to mean, and then back to E1. Or It starts from E2, move to mean, then to E1, then to mean, and then back to E2. This is also one complete cycle. So this is the simple harmonic motion. There are few characteristics of the simple harmonic motion. As the particle is executing simple harmonic motion along the y-axis or say x-axis, then displacement is given by x is equals to x cos omega t plus phi. This means this is the initial phase epoch. This is the complete phase. This is the complete phase. This is the initial phase epoch, it is called. Now amplitude is what? Amplitude is the maximum distance it can move from its mean position. It moves from its mean position. Say if this is the mean position, the maximum distance to E1, let it be A, minus A in this direction, and to this side E2, let this be A. So the maximum amplitude is A and minus A. In the case of the wave, if we consider, the amplitude is represented, if this is the case, this thing is the amplitude. This is the plus A, this is minus A. Next is velocity is equals to V equals to under root of, how I can obtain this? As we know, we get x is equals to x m cos omega t. This is the maximum amplitude. In this case, this is the amplitude. And if we say about the velocity, we can also find that is V is equals to dx by dt, that is d by dt of Vm cos omega t plus phi. If we take the derivative, Vm is a constant, taking it outside as such. Derivative of cos is sine with the minus sign, cos omega t plus phi into omega with the minus sign. Here, sine omega t plus phi, where we had x is equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. We can also write this xm as a, or what we get from here, cos omega t plus phi is equals to x by a. If I find the sine by using this formula, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. By using this formula, as I get cos omega t plus phi is equals to x by a, we get sine omega t plus phi is equals to under root of a square minus x square upon a. Instead of xm, I am using a here. So by substituting it in v, we get minus of what was here, xm. Instead of xm, I am writing a. Instead of this, we get under root of a square minus x square. There was under root of a square, which will become a. A get cancelled with a. So we get velocity is equals to under root of a square minus x square, or if it in term of y, we get a square minus y square. And omega was also there. So we get velocity is equals to minus omega was also there, under root of a square minus x square, where a is amplitude here. As in the lower expression, it is represented by capital A. You can choose whichever letter or character you want, but please mention that it's representing the amplitude. If we find out the acceleration, we take the derivative of velocity. It will become omega square a cos omega t plus phi. This is what? This is a by x by a into omega square. This will get cancelled. We get omega square x here. Acceleration is equals to omega square x only. You can see it here, this with the minus sign. So this is the formula of the velocity and the acceleration for simple harmonic motion.